Capricorn, they didn't disappoint you. They just reconfirmed what you already felt. And I think that's what hits the most. But let's see exactly what you were already sensing about this connection and what the future can hold for it. So it's going to be for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus. Go ahead and like, follow, and share this with another Capricorn. Now let's talk more about what I'm showing. So what I have here for you is the Eight of Cups, the Magician, and the Nine of Wands. So what you're realizing about this connection is that it may not be what you have been manifesting, okay? You're realizing that you're not sure if this connection still serves you, if this connection is still right for you, because as you're reviewing this connection with the Nine of Wands energy, you're realizing how toxic it was. You're realizing some of the bad traits that this person has, and kind of also taking accountability for what you've done in this connection that has really like led to this type of disappointment. And so with that, you're reflecting, you're seeing more and more right now that this connection may not be what you're wanting, because they already showed a side of themselves that you're like, look, I'm realizing that these cups are empty, or maybe these cups are still full, but because that cup right there is poison, I don't think I really want that. And so you're realizing more and more this person is no longer what you thought they were, because you've been manifesting this love that you've been desiring, that you've been envisioning for quite some time. And you were very hopeful that this person would turn out to be all that you imagined. You were ready to receive this. You were excited. But the more and more you got to know this person, you start to realize that they weren't checking off every single box that you were looking at, and that they were kind of a facade, and they were kind of lying in essence to your face. And so now you're kind of like, well, I'm not disappointed, because you're just like everyone else. You're just another failed connection, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But like, why didn't I cut it off sooner? And so that's kind of what you're in right now, where you're now in this reflection mode, realizing more and more this person isn't really matching what you're wanting. And now you're kind of reflecting of what's next here. So let's see what the future can hold for this connection. If this is already resonating with you, Capricorn, go ahead and like, follow, and share this with another Capricorn. But let's see what the future of this connection can really lead to as well. So with that, I do have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So as you continue in this connection, you're going to come to a decision of figuring out, where do I want to invest my time, my energy? Should it still be in this connection, or should it not? Because right now you're reflecting, right? That's what we talked about in part one, that you're reflecting. But now you're deciding, do I want to stay or do I want to go? Because the reflection time is done. And now your soul is calling you to make a decision. Like, you have to make a decision. And so you're deciding, should I invest my time into me, or should I continue to put effort here, even though I've been disappointed, and even though I've seen the flag? Do I notice that, or do I try to build stability on something that I'm not even sure of? And so with that, you're going to decide to spend the time on yourself. So a lot of you guys are going to just start to pull back into yourself. Some of you guys are going to be like, you know what, I'm done with this connection. You're going to be real honest with people. And some of you guys are going to continue on. But in the essence, you're going to decide that I have to pour some of that energy into me. If not all of it, I got to pour some of it into me, because this connection has been overwhelming. This connection has been another disappointment. And so in essence, for those of you that decide to leave and say, okay, well, I'm going to focus on myself, you're going to pour all that energy into yourself. You're going to give yourself the love that you were giving to this other person who doesn't deserve it. And in essence, it's going to open up a new door, but a new door full of wisdom. So it's going to bring you a new love coming into you, but one that actually matches your energy, one that you're not afraid to cut off if someone's not like acting right to begin with. There's no contemplating. It's just like, you're not going to work. It's more so going into this connection, a new connection, with like a lot more wisdom and understanding of what you're wanting, and not second guessing or settling for anything less than that. And so someone comes in that's actually worthy, that are actually checking off a lot of your boxes. And so you're going to go off and see where that can really lead you. But it shows me here that as this connection progresses, it's actually going to lead to a new beginning with someone else either way. And so that's really what I'm showing here, is that this connection is going to end up leaving, because you're going to realize you got to cut it off. Okay, they're disappointing to you for a reason. And the universe, your soul, is understanding and seeing that it doesn't want to continue to close its eyes and blind itself from the truth. It's like, well, now that I know the truth, I can make a better decision. And in that, I'm pouring to myself. And then from there, whoever's ready to see me, I'll see them, and I'll be open to love, but I will cut a bitch off if they are not acting right. You get really more focused on you and what'll make you happy, and focus on your goals, and no longer worried about like, do I amount to what someone needs? You're like, do they amount to what I'm looking for now? It like changes your whole perspective. So with that, let's get you off here with an angel number and a yes, no question. So think of your yes, no question. I'm gonna grab your angel number. So for your angel number, I have for you is 111, which is destiny. And in that it says, follow what you feel. Listen as your intuition helps to guide you to what you are manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you to create all that it is that you desire. So listen, lean in, and follow your soul. Ooh, that went good with your reading. That's 111, y'all. But let me leave you off with the yes, no question. So hi, Spirit. Thank you so much for always being here. As you know, Capricorn has a question. What is the answer to their question? Y'all, that's a no. That's a no. Thank you so much, Spirit. Appreciate that. And can you double confirm us for us one more time? Y'all, it's still a no. It's still a no. So that's what I have for all of you. I hope this resonates, give you a bit of clarity moving forward. If it does, make sure you like, comment, shares with another Capricorn. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.